Hey everybody, welcome to Spiritually Inclined. My name is Crystal, and I'm sharing, aspects of my spiritual journey, sharing my experiences, and everything that I'm going through on this journey, in hopes that it'll reach those who are facing similar challenges or just challenges, period. I pretty much know how to navigate the spiritual journey, and I'm just sharing my helpful insight with those who may not be, as coherent to what actually is happening on their spiritual journey. So, everything is ourself pushed out. Everything that happens, everything we go through is ourself pushed out. And a lot of people don't know that. If you're familiar with quantum physics, you know that you are an electromagnetic being. So everything that you go through and every experience is a reflection of your inner self. So with that being said, currently I'm going through past reflections of my past inner self, and it's getting pretty rough. So for those of you who are just tuning in, and for those who have already been watching, you guys know that I have until the 30th of this month, which is Monday after next, to be out of my current location here, because my father went through and applied for eviction to have, for me to be removed out of here. So today, I really don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not prepared. I don't have any income coming in. I don't have no place to go from here except but to a shelter, if we're talking reality wise, because on the spiritual journey you also have to learn how to manifest, and I've been trying to manifest. And when you're a new manifester, it's not that easy. They make it seem like it's easy, but it's not. In the end, when you're transitioning from one reality, from one reality created by your old inner state, it's not like, it doesn't really actually go from that past energy to the new energy so easily. There's a void and a wait time in between. And so that's what I'm experiencing right now. And I experienced recently a slowdown in occurrences, in my outer reality. And I'm starting to pick up, more instances of things happening again. I'm having a hard time with articulating right now, because I got a lot on my mind. And from a human perspective, it's hard to deal with certain things when they come about. It's easier said than done to deal with certain things, like me not knowing where I'm gonna go, not having no other place to go. Now my daughter, she has an apartment, but I don't want to go stay with nobody else. At this point, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. And since I don't know what to do, and my current reality is basically pushing me, I'm being pushed out of this out of this current location, I'm not for sure. I'm not certain. I'm not a predictor of the future, and things of that nature. And because of that, uncertainty is scary when you don't know what's going to happen, when you're waiting for unseen forces to move in your life and make things happen or whatever. And I know a lot of you probably like, why don't you get a job? I've been there, done that, tried to get a job, tried to apply for a job. I don't even get a response back from a job. So what I got from that is that I'm divinely blocked from doing things the old way. I'm being pushed into where I have to manifest, and it's all of that or nothing. So when you're unable to get a job and you don't know what's going to happen and you're in a situation like this, it's hard. It's pretty hard to deal with. But I'm trying to keep my focus and trying to stay calm at the same time. This is really daunting. It's very daunting to go through this. And my dad just came up here. He keeps threatening the bailiffs to come out and move me out of here. I still got 2 weeks before the 30th comes. And I'm being harassed by my father I guess I'm not moving fast enough or on his time. And when he come up here, he can see my clothes are clearly packed up and ready for me to go at any point in time. So I contacted my divine counterpart, because that's basically, I don't have too many people in my circle right now, so it's just me, my kids, and him basically. And I'm not really too involved with him right now because we are in a separation. And so I text him and asked him, do he think he'll be able to move my things to my daughter's house or whatever. And she said it was all right for me to stay there with her, but of course, she's saying that I have to get a job because she don't want to feel like I'm gonna be there, just be staying there. Of course, that's what people think when they don't know nothing beyond the physical. A lot of people don't know nothing beyond the physical. I know a lot more than she does, but she only can perceive the physical. She ain't going through no spiritual awakening. She don't know nothing about that or whatever. So of course nobody around me understands what I'm going through, and with the circumstances that I'm in, I have to depend on them. Like my dad, he not going through no spiritual awakening. He don't understand nothing about that. So they basically look at me like, oh, she don't want to work, she don't want to do this, she don't want to do that, and that's just not the case. It's one of them situations where they have to be in, your shoes in order to understand what's really happening. Other than that, you just looking crazy and lazy, like, you ain't trying to do nothing. You just trying to live off everybody, and that's just not the case. That's not my heart. That's not what I'm trying to do. I really have, forces beyond me that are in control of, what's going on with my spiritual journey at this point, and it's basically steering me more towards manifestation. Is like, none of this other stuff is going to work for you. You have to manifest now. This is what your existence is all about. You're a divine creator, and you're supposed to be creating instead of, working and pushing to try to get things that's only gonna last only because you're working and pushing, which means you have to keep working, you have to keep pushing in order to sustain anything. And that's not temporary. That's only temporary because we are not programmed, we are not designed to create a life for ourselves on this planet in that way. That's a matrix conditioning and programming that we face when we born into this realm, until we reach a certain point where we awaken and start to remember who we truly are at a soul level. So with that being said, y'all, I don't know what's finna happen. I don't know. I just don't know. That's my situation right now. I have to get out of here by the 30th. And right now my plans is to just move my stuff to my daughter's house. I don't want to stay with her because of, the expectations, which would be the expectations of anybody I stay with right now. And, people want you to go against what your guidance is from, forces that's not seen. A lot of people don't understand the unseen. And that's what the spiritual journey is about. It's about the unseen and knowing who you are at a soul level and getting back to yourself. Because when you come here, you put on a mask, you putting on the identity that you're given to, and you're living life according to that identity. But at some point you come to remember who you really truly are. We are not these bodies, we are not our names, we are not we're not the number that the government gives us. We are pure energy coming here for a human experience. And the way that they program us to do our human experience while we're here is just not that anymore. We're coming into a different time, and a mass awakening is happening, and there's a lot more people experiencing a spiritual journey right now and spiritual awakening than ever before, because times are changing. This is what is getting ready to be, and a lot of us are being prepared right now. So, and it's tough because you done created things under that false identity, and with the density on this planet, it's hard to materialize manifestations as quickly. You have to, it's a void and a waiting process for the energy to catch up. And so, yeah, I have to, even though earth time, human time, is clashing with divine time right now with me, and I don't know what to do. Like, I'm really at a loss for what to do. So I wanted to get on here and share that with you guys. I'm freaking out on the inside, but I'm not letting it I'm not letting it do too much with me. Yeah, so that's my situation right now. I wanted to get on here and share that with you guys and just let you know where I'm at right now. And I'll be back with another video. Take care. I love you guys. Until next time.